It's very hard to succeed in a very familiar place, to cling to what you know, to stay close to feeling safe. Familiarity gives us a sense of control, a false promise that if we just keep everything predictable, we will be okay. But the truth is, growth doesn't happen there. Growth really visits us in our comfort zone. When we stay there too long, it quietly breeds stagnation and complacency. You see, it's in the unfamiliar, the chaos, the shaky moments where the ground feels unsteady, uncertain. This is where we meet our true self. It's in those moments we have to strip down to the core of who we really are. And right there in that moment, in that raw space, we have a choice. Will we lean into this uncomfort moment of our life, or will we retreat? Will I allow myself to be seen without the mask, without the polished answers, the polished me? And admit that I just haven't got it all together. I haven't got it figured out. Will I let my tightly held belief and opinions be tested, maybe even shatter and break away so something more authentic can emerge? Because here's what I have learned. We are all being called over and over and over again to be reborn. And rebirth always comes with a little pain, a little fear, a little letting go. For most of us women, being vulnerable is what we're most afraid of, because vulnerability feels like we are exposing ourselves, telling the world that, you know what, I don't have it all together. I don't have it. I don't understand. I just don't know. But it feels like standing naked in front of a mirror and reflecting ourselves with no title, no armor, and most of all, no control. It's no wonder we get scared. We have a good, valid reason to be scared. Here's the thing, my beautiful soul. It takes courage to face yourself head on. It takes courage to look in the mirror and say, I have flaws, but I still choose me. It takes courage to challenge the foundation of your own reality. That foundation that has got you to where you are now, right here. But is it serving you? It takes courage to be lost. Now, courage is not an absence of fear. No, of course not. It's the willingness to move through it even when you feel fear. Change is like rain. It doesn't always feel pleasant at the time. It can blur your vision, soak your plans, and make you want to run for cover. But without the rain, nothing grows. Without discomfort, we stay stuck. And just like the earth needs rain, we also need those seasons of uncertainty to help to wash all the negativity around us, to force our roots to dig deeper, to hold more ground, and to make us more resilient. Now I'm going to be honest with you. It took me a long time to see the beauty in the unknown. For many years, I thought it. I wanted control, or I should say, I needed control. I needed certainty in my life. But what I learned on my journey of life is that it doesn't bloom in the straight line. No. Life blooms when we hold our hands up and we surrender, because it's in those moments, in between those spaces, that it's forcing us to slow down, stopping us from fighting, pushing. We start to listen to ourselves. When we learn to embrace the unknown, something happens. We start to develop compassion for ourselves and for others. We begin to hear that quiet inner voice that has been drowned out by our busyness, by the business of the world. When we start honoring and deciding to dance to our own rhythm of life, instead of racing and marching and dancing to someone else's, it's in that space we learn to let go, you know, of expectation, of comparison, of what people, although the world thought we should be doing. We don't have to prove our worth to anybody else. No, we don't. And when we realize we don't have to have it all together, that is when we truly fall in love with ourselves again. We reset ourselves, we find peace. You see, discomfort teaches us empathy. It reminds us that we are doing our best to find our way back home. Being out of our comfort zone also pushes us into those awkward moments, Those are the sacred moments. That is where we reconnect with ourselves and others. And we meet our family, friends, and children, co-workers at the level of truth. And that's where healing begins. That's where healings happen. That's when we really want to live as who we are, not who the world says we should be. So my goal every single day is to exist as truthful as I can. And if that makes someone uncomfortable, that's okay. That's their reaction. It's theirs to own, not mine to fix. We have spent too long running from ourselves and the way too long apologizing for feeling deeply, for wanting more, for needing more, for resting more, and for saying no more. Because being uncomfortable is a skill, one that can change your life from today onwards. The more you practice it, the stronger you will become. You teach your body, your mind to keep going, even in the presence of fear. I need you to remember this, that every time you stay open, when you want to shut down, every time you breathe instead of running away, every time you do the most scary things that makes you grow, that is how we expand. That is how we evolve. Life will always be unpredictable. It will. But yes, we will have the wave come and they will go. But when we stop hiding from them and instead we start to embrace them, that is when we stop drowning in fear. We'll learn how to float. We'll learn how to finally trust ourselves again. So today, don't avoid the unknown. Don't run away from discomfort. No. Don't wait for the perfect moment. If you're afraid, do it afraid. If you're unsure, take that first step anyway, because growth doesn't happen in the clarity and uncertainty. No, it doesn't. It happens in chaos. We want to rise to new heights. We must be willing to fall. If you want to evolve, we must be willing to shred. If you want to truly live, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. So today, I invite you, my beautiful ladies. I invite you today to stop waiting for the confidence and start practicing courage. To remind yourself that you don't need the answers all at once. You just need to begin, because that's where life starts. The life you're dreaming of, the peace you're looking for, the freedom that will fulfill you is in that first step. You have to be scared, but honor that. And you don't have to be perfect in this, no. You have to be willing to step forward, even with shaky hands, knobbly knees, because stepping forwards you must. So don't hide from the rain, my love, don't. Dance in it. Let it wash you clean. Let it wash all the fears away, the uncertainty. Let it wash it away. Let it remind you that you are still here, you're still growing, you're still capable of more. When you know how to step forward, do it afraid, do it imperfectly, do it anyway, because that's where the real magic happens. So my love, your next time fear whispers in your ear, you're not ready, I want you to shout back, maybe not, but I'm willing. Because courage isn't about being fearless. It's about taking that next step and saying, yes, I'm ready anyway. I'm facing whatever's coming my way. Growth doesn't always feel graceful, but it will always be worthy. Every time you walk through discomfort, you are expanding. Every time you choose you, you are rising. So remember this. It is your time to redefine her, the woman who doesn't wait for permission, that creates her own life, her own destiny. Keep rising, keep shining, keep doing it afraid. My name is Estella. This is Redefine Her World. Thank you for being here with me today. We are here to rise together, one brave step at a time. And if this message spoke to you, to your heart, then can I ask you to share it? Share it with someone who may need it today. Press the subscribe button and come back and meet me here every week, same time. See you, amazing women.